Hi everyone, and welcome to the Vue Badge tutorial. The badge is a CSS-based component that indicates a status or notification using different colors and shapes and is often used in Messenger apps. In this video, I will show you how to create a Vue application and add the Syncfusion Vue Badge Component. You will see the different shapes and types of badges. I'll also show you how to integrate the badge with other UI components. I will start with the application creation process. I'm going to create a Vue application using the vue-v command. Make sure you have installed the latest version of Vue in Node.js. To create a project in Vue, I open Visual Studio Code and type the command npm create v at latest. I provide the app name, my Vue app. Next, I choose Vue as the framework and JavaScript as the variant. The Vue project has been created. I navigate to the newly created Vue app and install the required dependencies using the npm install command. Now the application is configured with the default settings of a Vue project. To add the Syncfusion Vue Badge Component, I install the Syncfusion Vue Notifications package using the command npm install at syncfusion/ej2 vue notifications --save. This command will install the Vue Notifications package along with its dependencies. Once the installation is completed, the application is ready to use. The first thing I must do here is register the trial license key to use the Syncfusion components. I open the main.js file and import the register license method from the Syncfusion ej2 base package. Using this method, I register the trial license key. To see how to generate the license key, refer to the link in the description below. The application is now configured to use Syncfusion Vue components. To start using the Vue badge, I open the App View page and remove the default code snippets. As I said, the badge is a CSS-based component and it will be rendered when the appropriate CSS classes are added to the target element. To demonstrate, I am going to add the Syncfusion Vue Button component. I install the Syncfusion Vue Buttons package using the command npm install at syncfusion/ej2 vue buttons --save. And import the button component from the Syncfusion Vue Buttons package. To apply styles to the badge and button components, I add CSS references by importing the material theme. Next, add the button component by adding the JSButton tag and setting the button content to inbox. Now, I want to display a badge for this button, so I add a span tag with the content 99. To make this span tag a badge, add the predefined classy badge to it. This class will add some default CSS style attributes to the container element and render it as a badge. I save the changes and run the application using the npm run dev command. You can see the button component is rendered with a badge. Here, the badge renders adjacent to the button text. To display it in the top right corner like a notification, I need to add the badge overlap class. To demonstrate, I add the badge overlap class to the span tag. For better alignment, I need to set the position relative to the target element. So I add the class name eButton to the button using the CSS class property. Inside the style tag, I define the eButton class and set the position to relative. Notice that the badge now renders at the top right corner as a notification. Here, the background color of the badge is set according to the theme. You can customize the background color and font styles by adding the appropriate CSS classes. 8 predefined colors are supported by the badge component for various scenarios like success, danger, warning, and so on. To display the badge with a primary notification, I add a class vue-badge-primary. Checking now, the badge is displayed with the primary notification and the background color is changed. By default, the badge displays in a rectangular shape. It can also be displayed as a circle or dot notification. To display it as a circle, I add the vue-badge-circle CSS class to the span tag. You will see the badge displayed in a circle. The default position of the badge notification is top. I can display it at the bottom instead by adding the vue-badge-bottom class. To demonstrate, I add the vue-badge-bottom class to the span tag. As I'm going to display the notification at the bottom, I would like to display it as a dot notification. So I replace the vue-badge-circle class with the vue-badge-dot class and remove the badge content. Look here, the dot notification is displayed at the bottom. Next, let's see how to integrate the badge with other UI components. In this example, I'll show you how to integrate the badge into the Vue Toolbar. I install the Syncfusion Vue Navigations package using the npm install at syncfusion/ej2 Vue Navigations --save command and import the toolbar from the ej2 Vue Navigations package. I also import the necessary CSS references for the toolbar. Then I comment out the existing batch code and add the existing Vue Toolbar code snippet here. A clear explanation of this code snippet is given on the documentation page, which you can find in the link below. Here, in this toolbar, I have added a few toolbar items of a messenger app like menu options, notification, and search options. I am also going to add inbox messages, friend requests, and favorite messages items along with badge notifications. For that, I am going to use templates. First, I will add the inbox item. I define a template with the vslot directive and name it message template. Within it, I add a division element with a class attribute badge block. Using this class, I will add a few CSS style attributes to align the inbox icon and badge. Next, to add the inbox icon, I define a division element and add the classes message and icons. I then assign this template to the template property of the item tag. Similarly, I add templates for friend requests and favorite message icons. Within the style tag, I define all the CSS classes and add the required CSS attributes like position, display, margin, height, and width. You can see the toolbar rendered with the defined toolbar items. Now I will show you how to add badges to these icons and display notifications. Inside the message template and within the division element, I add a span tag and set the badge class to it. To display this badge on the right top corner as a primary notification, I add the classes vue-badge-notification, vue-badge-overlap, and vue-badge-primary. I also set the badge content as 99. Similarly, I add notifications for friend requests and favorite messages the same way by adding the span tags with appropriate badge classes. Look now, the toolbar items are rendered with the badges. In this video, I have shown you how to create a Vue application and add the Syncfusion Vue Badge Component. I showed you the different types and shapes of the badge and how to integrate the badge with other UI components. To see a working example of this content, download it from the GitHub link in the description below. I have also provided a link to see if you qualify for a free license key to use our Vue products through our community license. If you found this video useful, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.